Hello everybody and welcome back to City Emotions 2, the Cardiff map. Today we are going to go and make something slightly different, a new transport route for our place. As we can see, the lines through the centre are very congested, and the Sydney Opera House by here, which would be the Millennium Stadium, is very congested. Also tempted to connect this bit up where the offices are. So today I am thinking of building a monorail. So first of all, we're going to put down our move along to the thing and look at the depot. I should show first that I have connected that tram route that you saw me making in the last one, making a diversion route. Come along, and that has eased this area off on the main ones for the city centre, which is really good. That's what we needed. But we need a few more other ways to make sure that it's not we don't have like traffic problems. So first of all, we're going to build the monorail station, and then I get the tracks for the monorail. So let's build it across the water. Well, let's first of all go like this and then cross. Set that down like that. You've got to be very careful building the monorail because you don't want to hit any like buildings and things. Pretty much similar like the roads and everything, but because you don't want to hit any of the buildings at all, because then they'll offset anything, get rid of the buildings. Unless, if you like what we've got on this moment, we haven't got rebuild structures to build back up. Growth of the city. So yeah, you demolish it for good. So you have to really be careful. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to split it off here. I'm going to make one that go this way towards the metro before it comes back. So at least then this whole area as well here gets connected, and also connects all this up, so people then can use it to go to work. So you can see our metro is quite busy at the moment, very popular, going down to the bay. Let's also raise this up because it's got to go over. Let's put it close to there and then do that. Hopefully I haven't deleted it. Yeah, that's fine. So you can see it goes up and over the railway lines to make sure that it doesn't affect our metro lines when we put them in. And we'll lower it down here. So we've got to curve it, so let's do that. I'll just do it up to there. So there we go, that bit is done. Let's go and do the second track. So that would pretty much comes right across this area. Maybe a bit further down. I could try and work out how am I going to get it to the metro station, unless I build away from the metro station. That might be a good idea. Because that bit is a bit windy. I'll try it out. Very tight. Doesn't make good speeds for the metro doing this. Whoa! Now that was a bit skill. Making sure it doesn't delete anything on the way. So we'll make it come like that. That, and then we'll just tuck it in. that does that. So at least we can see now the next one. He's got that slow down. So we'll connect that up to there. Just like that. So we can see the other line will pretty much go par as this one is more direct. And we'll make two metro services, two monorails pretty much along this whole area. And we'll make that curve in here. It's a building in that, yeah. So just watch what we do here. And we'll connect it just like that. So pretty much one cuts in more than the other. But it would now bring in a bit more traffic. And let's do this one line first. So we're going to pretty much follow the bus. I'm just going to cut it by there. Snake it around that. Tight, but we've got it through. Now I want to snake it down this road here. Yeah, better off snaking it down here, aren't I? So let's make it like that. Like that. Best trick is if you follow a road, follow the road's curvature, where the road's curved. Then you won't hit any problems. So we do that. There we go. So so we can see the line curving its way along. Now might actually make another metro's line that will go slightly different. Maybe the one line will come all the way here and then back. Maybe. Hang on, let's try and work this one out. Could do it like that. That joins up there pretty much, and then that's it. That's that little hub, and then we'll have another one that comes all the way around here. Or just connect it all together. I don't think it would matter too much connecting it all together. It's hard to see what you're doing when it's night. I should really speed up the time to daylight, but there we go. Let's get this done. But I am going to speed up the time, let it get into day, so at least then I can see. It's very hard to see on my monitor, sadly. You probably see quite clearly on in the game, like video, but on my monitor it isn't so easy, sadly. Because the monorail can only go down as far as as in the moment. It can't go underground, so it's got that disadvantage on it. Right, see a bit more. There we go, curving along there. Now pretty much follow the metro in to here, and we'll curve it right down the city centre. Now I think I might split it at this point, so I'll just lay that like that. So there we go. Let's put this in play mode because I can now see it's daylight. And I'm going to single track it so they slightly go different ways for part of it. I'll make this one connects up with this. So we're just curving along. And I think I'll make it go down to here. Down to here. Curve in there. Hopefully I haven't demolished the church. No, that's quite good. I'll leave that for a sec. I'll do the double line off here. Ready for the so we'll do that, so then it's the double lines ready. And we'll get this one and we'll just join it on if we can. There we go. Can be a bit fiddly, you got watch what you're doing a bit more. We'll just get this going along here, as so. Do that, hang on. This separate. Let's do that. Then I can delete that. And delete that again. I'll double line it by here. So double lines. We can have the single line. Just like that. Some curves in. I might actually demolish that. Do that. Do that. Let's go and fix this bit first. So that goes like that. Doesn't like doing that way. We'll have to do it from this way. Like I said, it can be very fiddly, this. I'll just do it like that. That's pretty much what I had it before, but there we go. I tried to make it straighter. Right, let's try and get to that tip. There we go, that's done. Finally, let's get this line down to here. And like that. So there we go, they join up again then on the other side of the city, just to make it a little bit more realistic. And let's go and start putting our stops in. So first of all, I'm going to put one right here on this side of the city, just to encourage this area. As we can see, it's not connected to anything, and there will be a bus service sooner or later which I'll put in, so it would get a bit more connected. But let's do that, and then let's put this stops by there, so then we've connected this like district. And then we'll do the direct line first. Yeah, that's that done, and then let's go and do the squiggle. It's quite an interesting little run we got there. We'll put that. Is that nearby the station's on the other side, so entrance. I'll do like that, so at least they are connected, so people can change there and move on to the other line. That'll connect it with that metro line there. Monorail, tram, get it right soon. And then we'll connect that up to the bus there. So at least it's all connected. So this next thing to do is let's put our stop for the Sydney Opera House. That's the main thing we need. And let's go and do this line way first. So I think we need to stop here and here, just to encourage connection here. We'll make it stop here. We'll add more growth in areas. We'll add this here, so it's connected. Because the line going the opposite way, this way, is shorter than the other line, I'm going to stick one right here. This area doesn't have a route, so that can have that. So now we'll put these ones here, so at least that adds this whole area to improve, keep this nice and free and going. And we'll put this right in the centre pretty much. Let's go and do this line first. So we'll have one right up by here. It's pretty much connecting up with all the other services to make sure they run freer. And we'll just put that there and that there. And then we'll stick about midway there. There we go. So that adds up that. Let's go, when we're coming down, we're going to have one right by here at this lovely monument. If I can do it. There you go. I'll stick one by there. I was daft really putting another one by here, really. Not enough money, we're running out of money, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually first time running out of money out of everything. It was quite a... but I think that'll be pretty much it. I think I'm happy with that. So that's an interesting little route. So the next thing to do is do as we normally do and turn around and push create route. I'm going to close the route first and let's add the stations. Pretty much exact same as doing the monorail, or... the monorail is pretty much exact same as if you were doing the metro or the yeah, pretty much the same as if you were doing the metro or even the, what's it called, the tram or the trolley bus. Pretty much all the same. Like, you just go along clicking all the dots. Simple thing to do. Make it go back this way. The other one does a different detour further up, so at least then this adds another route for it to go. Back to there and back to depot. Now if we turn around and look at timetable, we'll go copy. Should we copy trolley bus, trolley line 2? Yeah, that'd be good enough. So it's an hourly service all the way. 2 hourly on the Sunday, 2 hourly at night. So that's good enough. So that'll be running pretty much the same way as most of the other ones. Pretty much the same like kind of route. From doing that we need 5 vehicles. But we'll keep that closed. It's not night yet, it's quite early on in the day, so we'll build our next route, monorail route 2, and we'll just do pretty much the same. The only slightly difference is it will go in the opposite direction as the first one. So they're pretty much opposite route directions for most of its most of their times. You know, little areas like here and further down the bottom where they actually mingle into each other. So there we go, that's pretty much that. So that's a more of a direct in and out, in and out, and it just goes out a little bit more towards the city centre. As quickly as you can see, it goes out a bit more there, a bit more of a squiggle. So we'll just copy from monorail 1 and we'll put that half an hour before, just so that it doesn't clash with anything, because we don't want them to clash at all. So there we go, that is it. And this one needs 5 as well, so we need 5 monorails. Now, this is the thing now, because we've run out of money, the next thing we need to do is go into the panel. Let's make sure our ticket prices, oh, they're a bit low, so let's rise some of these prices. Let's get as much money as we can. If people think these prices are lower than what they're too low, it's fair enough. Because obviously they're monthly on all the routes, so from Metro, tram, bus, and generic all of them for all lines is £209. Apparently it's a bit too cheap. So there we go. But let's make sure we got a good number of thing. So now we look at this and we got the loan. So first of all, we're going to turn around, look into here, open this, and look which monorail we want. So I'm thinking the bottom one, the Taiko Cyber City. Alright, it's poor acceleration, but most of them are poor. Not good on one of the best acceleration. As we can see, it's the worst on seating, worst on the thing, and it's cheap to buy. This one's quite a bit expensive, but better on, got more seats. And the one below it, as we can see, is better on service quality and better on environment, but it just costs a lot more than the other. And of course, like I said, less seats. So first of all, we need 10 of them. So let's have a look to see how much 10 of them would cost. So 10 of them will cost £13. So let's turn around, let's look at the loan. Now we know we got £500 income coming in. Wrong thing. First. Income coming in just under £300,000. So we have to, let's have a look on the lines. So let's turn around. They say we're going to make it pay off by the Metro for £71,000 a year. So we'll look on the low. Now we want that up to 13. So we're not paying anything. And now it says the payment is quite reasonable, but we can lower that down. Won't lower it that much, but I'll say we'll pay it off in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, we only have 4.5. We need to pay off 3,257, which is acceptable, I reckon, with how much money we have coming in. So we'll take that loan. So that has given us our capital that we need for this. So let's knock that up to 10 and purchase them. So there we go, we've got all our Metro, all our monorail. I'm going to get it right soon, don't worry. I have all our monorail cars we need now. So the next thing it needs to do is really to open the line. Now, as we know from previous things, that we're better off letting time come to night before we open it. So let's speed the time up a bit. I hope you've been all enjoying this lovely series. I've noticed there has been a few comments coming lately and a few likes on it, so I'm hoping you've been enjoying it for sure, because I've been enjoying making these. Don't worry about it. I think the next one I'm going to do is probably, might not have time for today, but I'll build another bus route that'll come along just to help out on this area, because you can see these buses are getting full. I forgot to say, I also added an hourly service on bus route 3 that goes around St Mellons, which pretty much needed it because it was getting a bit too full. So letting time just tick along pretty much. Even if you have sped it up, doesn't seem like it goes fast enough. So we just have to wait and see. I think one of the other things we will be doing is a bus service coming all the way down, maybe even get all the way to Penarth just to connect up in this area. At least then we can have an enjoyable service that runs. And I probably will also try and connect up these dots. I'll probably try and make the other one connect up here or something like that, or similar. Maybe start in and have a little one that routes around, and we can collect that dot here. At least then it's another achievement done and money in our bank from that. So we pretty much paid off that loan already. Our company is worth a lot of money, as we can see. 1,986,535. Our debt is 12,915, but net cash is 10,890. Cash is 32,806. Inflation 237,859. Vehicle value 195,174. Business value 1,542,625. So we're doing very well with our money coming in and services. I think coming up to bedtime I'm going to start opening these lines, because we're coming close to the end to our video, to be honest. And we'll jump on the first one. That's going to be Monorail 1 according to this, so we'll jump onto Monorail 1. So there we go, that's pretty much our monorail. Like I said, the next one I'll probably try and do maybe another bus service. I don't try and make the other bus service because go along, but I may even try and make another metro service, as I reckon that may be needed to help out with our other metro, just because the amount of people that's travelling on that metro, as we can see some of those trains are quite full, and so we could improve on our systems there, make it running much better and more successful than the last lot, the other one. Of course, one goes up via this wiggly line directly in. Quite interesting, these stations, like this platform, it curves right round, and you see right round the curve of the monorail coming. So that's an interesting little run, just to avoid destroying the shop that's right by there. Problem is, it keeps this quite slow, so that doesn't help on the situation. Saves going around demolishing houses, that's quite costly. Really, we want to make that direct. As you can see, there's the metro running right below us. And we can see our monorail popping along. They meet up again a bit further down, of course. But we've got to go towards the Sydney Opera House first. Via lots of other little bits, connecting up to other tram areas, like the tram and other little areas along our route. Yes, we do. It's because it's quite important. It connects up with all the other services. A traffic jam down there. That's a extreme traffic jam indeed. But as I can see, our monorail won't be affected. We can see the Monorail 2 just going along, sneaking in front of us, going in towards Sydney. Sydney Opera House. I think the rest of the odd people are going to be for this one. Yep. Let's get all those passengers on board. So we have a full monorail now, heading on into the city. The lights went on there. Oh, look at that lovely evening sunrise. Button with House of the Parliament in the distance. Buckingham Palace there. Big huge sky rises. Very much a very city light indeed. Quite enjoyable look quite enjoyable to look at it. Goes around, joins up, so it connects up with the other tram system. So at least now we can connect up with people going towards the stadium. But also this goes straight on, so people don't have to get off and go in. Christ, look at the amount of people there! 174 people. We'll have to think of a ways, a solution to improve services along this area for sure. I think the next thing would be trying to make a metro service that goes to the stadium, specifically goes to where the stadium is, the other Sydney Opera House and back, so it just actually eases a lot of the trams run, a bit more direct maybe. At least then it might help out a little bit more on services. But yes. Well, that's going to be pretty much. There's the other one going past us then. And I'll just stop here with massive amount of people trying to catch bus route 1 of 131. I think I'm definitely will have to build a second route for sure. There's a lot of cars on the road now all of a sudden, so that's not good. You know, you're hoping to lower the car consumption in the area, but obviously it's still quite high. But as soon as the monorail really kicks in a bit more, you might find some of that traffic will ease a little bit more. People actually falling off the bridge then. People actually catching the bus. There's quite a lot of people catching that bus. Busy bus service. Like I said, hopefully I'll stick another bus service in. Pretty much like do near enough the same as this, maybe go further down into the centre instead of coming back on itself and so quickly, and maybe that'll improve on bus route 1, so at least then they'll share the running of passengers that's going in towards the city. But like I said, we'll leave that for the next video. So I'm going to leave that here, so that we've learned how the monorail's gone. I should have a look to see our payment. Let's have a look at our thing. Get our inspectors high again. We're starting to turn over a nice bit of profit on the monorail. Took a bit, but going. Tickets, they need to be revised. Nice race of tickets. Monorail is too cheap, so I don't mind rising those prices, so people don't think they're any cheap anymore. It's just a constant change in the prices of things. Yeah? I have 12 people waiting there. Not really catching any of the monorails going by. Maybe I'll have to put the other one put a station on the other side just so I'll help out and ease in this section. But there you go, I can leave that there. That'll be for next video. So I hope you've enjoyed this and learned how to build a monorail. I know that's a DLC, the monorail, so you can purchase that if you have this game and fancy the monorail. At least you've learned how to do this lovely DLC version of the monorail. So, as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to put a little like at the bottom. That'd be very appreciated. It means that people quite enjoy watching these videos and the work that comes out and the content I make. If you have any comments or anything about what's happened in this video or anything else but you would like to know, please don't hesitate to comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you haven't done so already and quite enjoy my videos and content, don't forget, it should be somewhere around behind the screen, there'll be a little plus button, little plus and a sign saying subscribe. So if you like, subscribe below and follow me with more content, be able to keep up with latest videos that's come out and everything, and I'd be very much appreciated. You can also, if you haven't already, in the description you can find me. You can also follow me on Facebook and on Twitter, where you can keep up to date with my latest videos and what's going on. So that's it for me. I'm pretty much going to leave it. Probably find there'll be another Train Simulator 2016 video on Friday, or maybe OMSI 2, be one or the other. And of course we will be back on Cities in Motions 2 next Monday. So, hope you've enjoyed that. Until next time, bye for now.